And today we are going to talk about Rick Grimes. It all begins when Rick, being a sheriff, is caught in high-speed chase and takes a bullet in the shoulder. Following this, he falls into a coma for several months. It is only when he wakes up from his coma in an abandoned and ransacked hospital that he discovers a transformed and unrecognizable world where the dead have started to work. He decides to go look for his family in Atlanta, where he will have his first encounter with order of zombies and observe how dangerous the world has become. He will eventually reunite with his family, who are hiding in the hills of Atlanta. It is a tears moment that he will stand out as a natural leader who will do everything to protect his family, his group, and the value he upholds as a sheriff. They will set out in search of our core, but their hopes will be dashed during the CDC explosion. This marks a turning point in everyone's mindset, including Rick's, realizing that they have no choice but to survive. The group will continue to travel to survive. Along this journey, there will be events that change Rick, his friend's chain, will increasingly reveal envy towards Rick and Rebecca a threat. They will then confront each other and Rick will come out on top, giving us a heartbreaking scene between two leaders and two brothers who must bid farewell. This marks a change in his mindset, and he will announce to his group that it is no longer democracy anymore. From there, we witness his shift in thinking from a democracy with laws for his group to the sort of dictatorship. They will then decide to continue their journey as we all do.
Inside me, lead me on my way. Oh Lord, live inside me, lead me on my way. Lead me home, lead me home. Oh Lord, in the darkness, lead me on my way. Oh Lord, in the darkness, lead me on my way. Lead me home. Waiting, open up your door. Oh Lord, heaven's waiting, open up your door. Lead me home, lead me home, lead me home.
This world, it changes people. It brings out the worst even in the best. Even with someone like Rick Grimes, several months have passed. Having lost his best friend, he will continue his journey with his group until they reach a prison where they feel safe. They settle there, but no place is ever truly safe, and they cross paths with the governor. After a long battle with him, they capture one of Rick's mentor figure, Herschel. Following the governor's relentless action against Rick, he kills Herschel in front of Rick in a sin that could be considered a point of no return for him. After this, his wife gives birth to Judith, but sacrifices her own life, leaving Rick extremely sad and lost. He swears to protect Judith, despite the fall of the prison. It is at this moment that he truly begins to change, becoming more dangerous and putting aside his compassion to protect his group. The group lands at the sanctuary, searching for a new place to rebuild. The sanctuary was promised as a refuge where everyone was welcome. Unfortunately, it was too good to be true, and they turned out to be cannibals. They get captured but manage to escape. Survival becomes their only priority, but vengeance lingers in Rick's mind, and he gets his revenge. He sets an ambush of what remains of the cannibals and kills them in a brutal manner. As he had promised, this marked yet another turning point in his mindset. He was no longer about just acts to survive. He had become like Shane. Following all this, Rick and his group became like wild beasts, fighting only for their survival. They spared no effort. But they encountered a stranger who offered them refuge called Alexandria, and with that little faith they had left, they accepted to follow him. Alexandria turned out to be real, and they tried to have a normal life again. But danger still lurked around them. They were attacked, but Rick took charge and began rebuilding Alexandria to make it a new sanctuary for those in need. Rick had become a leader, capable of anything for his new family. But danger always looms, never far away.
Well, just when everyone believed that all would be well, here I am with a phenomenal entrance, worthy of the greatest villain in the cinema. Rick thought he was safe, but life finally catches up with him. One cannot escape the consequences of their action, and by sowing the seeds, one reaps the fruits. Our dear Rick went from being a bloodthirsty dog to a submissive little pup under the heel of the saviors. He had finally found someone stronger than him. But unfortunately, his submission lasted only a while. He decided to attack one of the saviors' bases, and for the first time in the series, he chose to attack instead of defending and protecting his group. He was no longer a leader of ships. He was more a leader of a pack of wolves. We finally see the change in Rick, having accepted being like Shane to protect his group. But at the same time, he is no longer seen as a good person. He does everything to achieve his goals, including lying and breaking promises. The line between good and evil becomes blurred. But is there still goodness in the world, like in the world of The Walking Dead? In a world that is so violent, where the law of the jungle is the only law that remains, is there still a choice to be someone good? The only thing that brings back Rick back to the path of good is his son Carl, who wants peace instead of the war between the saviors and Alexandria, to create a better world. Unfortunately for him, it was too late to stop this war, and it ended with a duel between me, Negan, and Rick, where he emerged victorious and spared me to honor his son. Rick had completed his redemption arc by doing good and establishing a community to fulfill Carl's dream. But in such a vile, cruel, and death-filled world, peace does not exist for long. So, why not become the villain?